Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman. Now I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. Oh man, if you saw my last video, you know I had a real fun time at the movies this weekend, and we just talked about Ad Astra. You can check out my thoughts there, and you want to know why I think that movie's so freaking spectacular? You click on that, and you'll find out why. Really enjoyed that one of the best performances of Pitt's career. But it was a subtler, more deep, kind of somber movie. Where this other movie that we're going to get ready to talk about right now, that I thought was pretty spectacular, is like flat out entertainment, start to finish. And you get a really good story in there, really interesting story in there. And you get to see J-Lo do things and look in ways that, like, you go, she's 50? What? Yeah, whoa. And you get some really great performances from a whole bunch of people, including Constance Wu. I enjoyed the heck out of this movie. Caught me by surprise a little bit. I'm excited to talk about it. So why don't you pull up a chair, man? Take a seat. We're getting ready to dive in, spoiler-free, into Hustlers. And I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Like, I saw the trailer for this. I was like, this movie looks wildly entertaining. It's like the female version of Magic Mike. Like, this looks like it would be a lot of fun. And I mean, I'm not going to complain about going and watching J-Lo or Constance Wu or Cardi B or Lili Reinhart play strippers. I was not going to be upset about that. But I just thought it was going to be like an entertaining movie. And then it came out and like I think it was in Toronto. Like all of a sudden you start hearing like, this is a really good movie. Like J-Lo might have an Oscar performance on her hands. And I was like, whoa, wait, hold on, wait. The J-Lo stripper movie, Oscar performance? Yeah, yeah, it was fantastic because the story is so interesting and so fascinating. This follows a group of strippers who, after the economy collapsed in 2008, start to take advantage of Wall Street guys by dosing them with drugs. It was a cocktail combination of ketamine and MDMA. And that would kind of put them in this state where they're just like, oh, whatever. And they would sign $20,000 bills. And these women were basically robbing these guys blind. But at the same time, like, this movie gives you that story, which was based off of a magazine article written by Jessica Pressler, whose character is named Elizabeth in the movie. I think they kept most of the names out of it, but was portrayed by Julia Stiles. It's just fascinating, man. It finds a way to like make you go, like, man, like F strippers, like what? They're robbing these dudes, and kind of make you go, all right, like I kind of, I don't blame them because I mean I was directly impacted as most of us were by the economy collapse in 2008, and a lot of that was because of Wall Street folks. So you kind of get this story that where it's like, yeah, what they did was messed up, but like I can kind of sympathize or empathize with them. And it's highly entertaining, man. Watching what these women do and the situations they get into as they slowly start to kind of go crazy and derail is wildly fascinating. And then like it's like a page turner, man. You're just like, well, let's get to the end. What happened to these women? Why is this interview being conducted? And when you find out, like, that they finally end up, mild spoiler, getting caught and then sentenced. It's crazy how, like, they all just got slaps on the wrist, man. Like, it was like Constance Wu's character took a deal, so she got off scot-free. J-Lo, like, just was all probation. A couple of the other girls served time on weekends and then probation, like, for a period of time, but they didn't serve during the weekend. But it was crazy, like, just to watch. And literally, that's what this movie is. The story is crazy. And it's so entertaining. What Lorraine Scafaria does here, from a screenplay and a directing standpoint, man, she finds really interesting ways to set the camera and always put her performers in like really solid spots. The movements and the things as you go kind of through this journey with these strippers, like I liked it flowed in a way where you were like, I don't know, I can't describe it, but it was like, it flowed really, really well. And then from a writing standpoint, like I said, like the story is fascinating on its own. But Scafaria like mixes in this really, really wonderful humor. Like you are laughing a lot in this movie because you got a lot of actors that have a lot of personality. And that's just, it's wildly entertaining to watch these stories unfold. But also, like, kind of gives you, you know, a story that has emotional beats that allows you to connect with these women so that you can kind of understand their story. And that material is driven by a really, really, really strong cast, led by Constance Wu, who plays Destiny. She was fantastic, man. Like, I really like seeing Constance Wu step out into these leading roles and is like having a ton of fun at what she's doing. Like, she's kind of like the newbie stripper who kind of just becomes like the protege to Jennifer Lopez, and then they become like really good friends, and then they're the two that are kind of like the point people of this business of like drugging these guys and robbing them blind. And you get to see what's going on with her. Like, she has a kid, and how all of that drives, and how the economy affected her, and like what she was, you know, her grandma was sick and living with her. So like you get her story, and she delivers it in such a way, like I said, you're able to empathize. So I was really impressed with Constance Wu. The rest of the girls that pop up in this movie are also spectacular. You know, I highly enjoyed Lizzo for the little bit that she's in it. Same with Cardi B. My biggest complaint probably in the movie is that Cardi B wasn't in it more, but she had like just had a kid when they were filming and like wasn't able to do a bunch of things. So she's in it like just a very little bit, but that is just a woman who, like, when she talks, I immediately smile. There's just so much joy and positivity that come out of her mouth when she's talking, that like anything she's doing on screen is highly entertaining, and I would have loved to have seen more of it considering she was a stripper in real life. So that'd be my only complaint, but like really nice performances from her. Lili Reinhart, who pops in there, oh my gosh, like there's a bit with her that's just so funny, and like she's like the most innocent person. Like when you see her, she just looks so innocent. To see her in this movie, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to buy it. You know, none of our leads ever get naked in the movie, so like it's not that kind of stripper movie. You know, you're not going in for showgirls, so like Lili Reinhart is still able to play this like really innocent, sweet character, and like I said, the bit that they give her to do is really, really funny. You know, and then like people like Keke Palmer and everybody that's in this movie, they're all highly entertaining. They all look like they're having a ton of fun, and they all get to hang out with J-Lo, who is mind-blowingly good in this movie. Like, when J-Lo gets to play like a super, super confident woman who just like owns everything she's doing, man, does she crush in those roles. And that's what she does here, man. She makes you love her and makes you hate her simultaneously. And that's exactly what this character is, what that character is to Constance Wu's character. There's ups and downs in the movie, but like at all times you're like, yeah, but like, oh, I really like it, but oh, and that stuff that she, like, it's a really, really shockingly strong performance that grounds this movie. Like, J-Lo is the rock center pole. Even though she's not the lead, she's the one that holds this whole thing together. And then throw on top of it what she does in this movie, and the fact like she's 50 and she looks phenomenal. Like they are putting J-Lo on display in this movie. And like it never gets gratuitous or anything like that. And you get this wonderful like 4-minute like strip dance routine from her that you're just like, ha, I don't think I could do. I don't even think a 25-year-old could do that. Like, whoa. Everything she does in this movie is super impressive and it's super entertaining. So for me, Hustlers was a win start to finish. I mean, you had a wild, crazy story that features strippers robbing people from Wall Street with unbelievable performances and like really, really solid comedy with a ton of heart. What more can you ask for, man? The movie is so much more entertaining and so good. Like the story, just so well done from Lorraine Scafaria. Like, bravo. I really, really enjoyed Hustlers. The question is, did you, man? What were your thoughts about Hustlers? You get out and see it. It's been out for a couple weeks now. I was waiting to go see it with, somebody. So that's why I just saw it this weekend. But what'd you think, man? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think these women were villains? Did you empathize with them? Did you kind of be like, I'm not mad. They kind of got off scot-free at the end of all of this. What were you thinking? Who was your favorite performance? If you say anyone other than J-Lo, you're wrong. No, just kidding. But J-Lo is phenomenal. But yeah, let me know what you were liking or disliking about this one, which performances, which bits of humor were working for you. Like how great with those sequences, man, when they're bringing all these Wall Street guys in. Like, that's what I mean. Like the camera work and stuff and the pacing, the way it flows, it's just so entertaining. So anything you were thinking about any of that stuff, man, go leave it down in those comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new, you want to come hang out with the old C-Man, You gotta hit that subscribe button, man. A little bell that follows so you get alerts every time I make a new video. I know you want to be along for the C-Man squad, man. So squad up, hit that, subscribe and that alert. Stay in and know everything that's going on here at the cinema. Sit down for the C-Man Cinema Sit Down. I am the C-Man. I am signing off. Peace. Well, you guys are still here. You must be looking for some more content. Well, don't worry. C-Man's got you covered, man. You got videos like this guy and this guy. And if you haven't yet, and you want to come check out all the C-Man goodies, join the Cinema Sit Down squad, man. Hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell down below that, too, so you can get alerts every time I make new videos.